This jail story takes place in Columbus, Ohio, Franklin County. If you find yourself locked up in Columbus, Ohio, there's two places that you might end up at. You might end up at the city lockup, which is downtown, or you're going to end up at Jackson Pike. Jackson Pike, aka the workhouse. If you find yourself at the workhouse, there's two tanks that you're going to go to. You got the misdemeanor tank and you got the felony tank. Don't ever get it twisted though. The misdemeanor tank pop off just like the felony tank. You can believe that. Unfortunately, I will find myself in the felony tank. Now understand this, there are many tanks, okay? You got an east wing, you got a west wing, and you got a north wing. There's many tanks on the left, there's many tanks on the right. And each one of these tanks, there's a pod. So you got pod A, B, C, D, E, F, G on out. And then this way, A, B, C, D, E, F, G that way. Some of these tanks, some of these pods is off the chain. I'm talking about crazy. Whether it's misdemeanor or felony, doesn't really matter. Who cares? When I got in this tank, it was kind of rowdy, but it was manageable. So when you first get in there, they give you a plastic cup, a plastic spork, a mat, and something else, I forgot. So when I got up in this pod, I'm looking around, looking at who looking at me. Okay, I'm just peeping the scene, seeing what's going on. So when you come in the pod, there's the day room right there. Bam. In the day room, you got two metal lunch tables right here and right there. Got 3 phones on the wall right here by the door, 1, 2, 3. You got a TV over there also, but it's behind some plastic glass or something like that. But then when you right by the TV, there's a door opening where the beds are at. So these are 2-man bunk beds, okay? And so you got them stacked up over here to the right and over here to the left. And when you go straight, there's the toilet right there. So you got a brick wall right here. And then on the right side of the toilet is the shower, okay? A single man shower. Now I'm gonna tell y'all right now, you are exposed. So if you gotta take a number 2, you're going to be exposed. I'm telling you right now. Anybody can look over there and see you. Anybody that's walking over here or walking over there, they can see you doing what you do. When you get up in that shower, yo, treacherous. We'll talk about that another day. So you got this Muslim guy. He had the full beard. I believe he was Somalian. I'm not 100% sure. He was about 34, 35 years old. He wasn't a small guy, but he really wasn't a big guy neither. He was kind of average, and his English was really broken. But I knew enough that I knew that this guy was a foreigner and he was a Muslim. So I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. So I seen him off to the distance by himself or whatever. So I go in there and I'm looking around to find me a bunk bed. And the word is that if all the bunks is taken and somebody got stuff at the top and nobody's sleeping up there, you supposed to get that bunk. But somebody might feel like, yo, you're gonna have to fight for that. I'm not moving my stuff from up there for you. No, we're gonna have to fight for that. So this what happened. I went around, I'm looking, I see a couple of cats with things up there on the top bunk. So I came to the first guy that was over here to my left. I'm like, yo, let me get that top bunk. He like, nah, you can't get that. I've been in here the longest, and no, you can't get that. So I said, so you're not gonna let me get the top bunk? He like, nah, bro, but go over there. It's a guy named Pops. He just got in here. You can go over and get his bunk. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. At that moment in time, yes, I could have taken off on him. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, you gotta choose your battles, okay? I'm new in the pod. I don't know who he affiliated with. I don't know the politics in this pod at all. If I would have just took off on this man, I don't know if the whole dang pod would have jumped on my head, and then they would have put me on the door. For the people that have been locked up in Franklin County, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say put you on the door. That means you get put on that door physically and you gotta bang on the door. They call it the tap out. If anybody from Columbus, Ohio that been in the workhouse or Jackson Pike, type 614 in the comment section if I'm telling the truth. Let's get back to it. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I take his advice and I go down there, and there's a guy by the name of Pops, this older black dude named Pops. I'm like, yo, Pops, can I get this bunk? He like, yeah, sure, hold on, give me a minute. So he got up, he started taking his stuff down. So I throw my stuff up there and I hop up there. Now I'm just looking around at the pod, you know, I'm catching guys side-eyeing me. They'll look away, and you know, it's just all these military mind games. So as I'm looking around, I catch the Muslim guy over there in the day room. So I'm like, okay, it's real diverse up here, whatever. You know, you got white dudes in here, black dudes in here, Somalian dudes in here, Jamaican dudes. It's just a whole big melting pot up in here. So I'm getting my feel of the tank and seeing who is who and what is what. So I'm like, yo, Pops, what time is dinner? He's like, oh, they about to serve the trays right now. I said, okay, bet. I said, so how is it? Like, what we supposed to do? They gonna come to the door and everybody got to line up and you just get your tray. I said, okay. He said, oh, make sure, he said at 4 o'clock in the morning, they come around with the powdered milk. So make sure you always have your cup too. I said, all right, bet. We hear the cart getting pushed down the hall, so everybody start lining up. So I jump up out my bed and I go line up too. So the Muslim guy, keep in mind this is about the Muslim guy. So the Muslim guy, he about 3 people behind me. So I'm in line and it's this guy that they call Detroit. He behind me. And he like, man, where you from? I was like, I'm from Flint. He was like, Flint? Man, I'm like 40 minutes away from y'all, man. He like, man, what you doing in here? I'm like, what you doing in here, man? He like, man, it's a long story, man. Me and my B got into it, man. I done moved down here with some broad, and me and her done got into it, and I done put my hand on the girl, and now I'm up in here, man, for a DV. Now, I don't even know. Me, I'm thinking he talking about being drunk or drinking and driving, but he talking about domestic violence. Oh, I'm like, yeah. I said, well, hey, what's up, man? So now they coming in with the trays. So everybody grabbing trays. Now I get to thinking quick. So I'm like, maybe I need to grab me another tray. I'm gonna go get this tray and hurry up and drop it off at my bed, and then hurry up and get in line and grab another tray. Keep in mind, my bed is way back there, okay? So then I thought about it like, nah, I ain't gonna do that, because one of these fools might take my tray and now I'm about to be into some mess. So I went up there, I got my tray. So I sat down at the first table right here to the left. So as soon as I sat down, Detroit came over there like, nah, bro, stand up. I said, what's going on? He like, nah, man, punks, they sit down, man, we stand up. I said, huh? He's like, yeah, man, get up, man, come over here. So he telling me like, nah, man, only girls sit down up here, man, and we men up here. So listen, it ain't me, y'all. This is they politics. It didn't make no sense to me. I don't know what's going on. This is what's going on up in here. So it's not me, y'all. It's the politics that was going on there. I'm sorry, but the white boys was the punks in there. And I'm not talking about being like that. I'm not talking about being tutti frutti. I'm talking about they was getting beat up. They was getting extorted. So I'm like, so we got to stand up being uncomfortable? He like, yeah, man, we dogs in here, man. We dogs in here. So no, we don't sit down, man. We ain't no women up in here, man. We dogs in here, man. The dogs, we stand up. The females sit down. Yo, Columbus politics, I still don't get it. So I'm sitting up there with him and I'm eating my food, and I peeped the Muslim guy. He's sitting down by the TV, and he's sitting Indian style by the TV, and he got his tray right there on his lap. Soon as he closed his eyes and do like this dude walk up to him and go, bow, punch him right in the face. The Muslim guy kind of went this way, was like, oh, come on, man, I'm praying. And he took his tray. So I'm like, yo, what's up with that? He like, man, don't worry about it. Hey, if he ain't gonna fight for himself, F him. I'm like, dang, why he praying though? He's like, yeah, man. Hey, this is a dog-eat-dog world up here, man. Hey, you can't. Hey, if he won't defend it, if he won't take up for himself, then it is what it is. I said, man, y'all cold-blooded up in here, man. A man can't even pray up in here without getting assaulted. He was like, man, you gonna see, you gonna see. I walk over there. I had a piece of bread left. I put it to hand it to him. And Detroit was like, nah, you can't do that. You can't do that up in here. I said, do what? He was like, nah, man, let him die. Let him starve. If he can't fight for himself. I said, what's up with y'all in here, man? Y'all don't got no compassion? Like, what's up with y'all? He like, nah, man, nah, little bro, you can't do that in here, man. That's a sign of weakness, bro. I'm just letting you know you can't do that up in here. So I'm like, man, here. So I gave him the bread. Like, thank you, and he hurry up and ate it. So at this point in time, all eyes is on me at this point in time. The guy that took his tray, he just mean mug. He's standing there looking at me like this. But I guess Detroit got a lot of pull up in the tank, so he ain't really say nothing. So I came to know that dude was in the game, and that's just how they gave it up. So a week would go by, and this same foolishness would keep happening. So I came to the Muslim guy, said, yo, you're gonna have to get out of here. You're gonna have to tap out to get out of here. So this other cat came to me that heard me talking to him. He was like, man, he already been in 3 tanks already. So later on that night, the gang member dude came to me, and he was like, hey bro, stop looking out for dude. I'm like, for what? What's going on? He was like, because, man, do you even know what he in here for? I'm like, what are you in here for? He was like, bro, man, he was drinking and driving, and he killed the little girl. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, man. So, man, stop looking out for him, man. If he starved, man. He already got beat out of 3 tanks already. I said, oh, okay. So me knowing that, I'm kind of on the fence. I'm like, yeah, well, all right, so, but me still having a heart, I still hit him off with a couple of items off my tray because, yo, he was getting dead dirty up in there. Everybody in there did a crime. Everybody in there is doing time. All of us in there are criminals in one way or another. So who am I to judge, right? This is where this story take a crazy, dark turn for the worse. So the Muslim guy, he go get in the shower. This black dude named Frankie, he paid one of these dope fiends, white guys, some commissary to go beat up the Muslim dude when he got in the shower. So sure enough, here go the dope fiend walking back there. So as the Muslim dude in there taking the shower, the dope fiend open the curtain back and start assaulting him, punching on him. But what the dope fiend didn't realize, that the Muslim guy had enough, and he had a banger on him. And when he came out that shower, he got the banging. So this is the scene. Dope fiend guy, he opened the shower door. He opened the shower curtain. He getting hit. Bam, 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 bam. He come out, the Muslim guy come out of there with the whoosh, whoosh, right? He got the Allah Akbar. He got the running around the pod, slashing. Now keep in mind, dude is butthole naked. So he around there. He running down there with his thing flapping, his butt cheeks out. He slashing dude. He slashing that. Cats ain't got nothing to do with it. Everybody running. Yo, we running around the pod like sheeps, and he the goat heart, like sheeps and he the wolf. So we all running around the pod like this while this naked man chasing people with the banger, right? So people up on the now as he running this way, we all running that way, trying to go this way. And so when he make his way around this way, there's other stragglers that's over here. They banging on the window. Yo, help, help, help. Yo, we was in there defenseless. He cut about 4 or 5 guys up in there, right? Until this white dude named Castle. Now, Castle, I told y'all about him in some other videos. Castle with this big jacked up white boy, right? Castle came up behind him and was like, wow. the way he hit him, it sounded like an explosion. It was like, pow! When he hit him, the banger went flying this way. The Muslim cat, he went to bed right there. But this the messed up part about it though. He hit that man so hard. Now, I'm not no medical doctor, but when you see blood coming out of somebody's ear, yo, the deputies came in there. There was a heat. I'm gonna tell y'all something about how crazy politics are. People get all these inmates have all these morals. They have all these codes that they so-called follow. But as soon as them deputies came in there, he tried to stab me. He had a knife. He tried to do that. Come on, tell him. Come on. See, they pick and choose what they want to follow. But it is what it is, y'all. A lot of people been asking me to talk about this video and diss that video when a Muslim guy got his revenge. I think it was messed up that he was getting assaulted every time he prayed. But hey, this is prison. Y'all hit that like button, share this video. I'm out.